Hello.
So we'll see if Dan's on time here. If Dan's not on time and either one of you want to go first, we can jump in and just do one of yours. Dan snoozes and he loses.
I'm happy to go first.
Yeah, let's do the Sendoso one. I love this track. So I've seen the deck. This is awesome. Ido, just hang tight if you don't mind. 20 minutes.
Sure.
Ido, good to meet you.
Yeah, you guys haven't met yet, huh?
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
So I'll do this. I think I can.
It's Ido, by the way, but it.
Ido. Oh crap! Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah. I know that so well too because I'm Braden, and Braden, I ate Brandon, and so I just get used to it. So hi. Good to meet you. Sorry.
All right, guys. So if you haven't seen partner tracks, these are 20 minutes specific to what services you can set up and sell and how the partnership with each one of these technologies helps you to actually get to the end of the track. That's why we call it partner tracks, because you don't just want to dip your toe in the water and waste your time with partnerships. You want full support. You want the help. You want resources. You want guys. You want co-marketing and co-selling, and you want all the great revenue that comes at the end of the go-to-market with a partner. So I've had these three guys put together their tracks. We've curated it. We've picked them out, and they're all awesome. So we'll start off with Braden, co-founder of Sendoso.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Braden. You can start your screen share.
I will share my screen. Make sure it functions and works, right?
Might as well.
I know, right?
Well, that's awesome. Good. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
How's it look? Good to go?
We're going to do multiple tabs, and this is Ido for you too. There's I think, view full screen mode in Google Slides that allows you to keep all your tabs open so you don't have to like close the full screen and then try to reshare. Just a helpful tip if you want to do that. This looks great. Braden, I see the full deck. Perfect.
Awesome. Am I good to go? Ready to start?
Let's do it. I'll put the clock on.
Sweet. Stay under 20 minutes, Braden. Hey, everybody, my name is Braden. I'm the co-founder and head of growth. Growth is like the most like San Francisco based title ever. It doesn't really mean anything, but excited to be here. Excited to tell you about Sendoso. For those of you that don't know who we are a sending platform. So anything you might want to send to a customer, to a prospect, to an employee, we help you do. Think like e-gifts, think physical things, think cookies, flowers, you name it. We send it out to anybody. We take all those sends, we plug them into your integrations like HubSpot or Salesforce to basically make sure that it's all tracked and sent properly. And we do this around the world. So we have 6 warehouses now where we store things, send stuff, and all that fun stuff. I also think it's good to start with a story, the way back machine as to why I'm even here and to how kind of we began. So 2015, which seems like a lifetime ago, we built a system called Coffee Sender. And I'm sure all of you have completed like a survey where it's like, hey, like do this survey and you get $5 to Starbucks. And that's kind of what we built on the side. It was a side gig for beer money, to be honest with you. And it kind of took off. So folks are like, hey, like I want to send more than just coffee. I want to do physical things. I want to do t-shirts. I want to do hats. And like they had swag closets and like their sales reps were doing like their own handwritten notes, and it was really, really messy and tracking wasn't involved. So we decided to basically make an app that actually did this, essentially made it simple for everyone to track and send and keep it possible. So 2016 is kind of when we hit the road. We launched tech partnerships first. So we plugged into Salesforce and HubSpot and all those tools right off the bat to be able to start tracking direct mail and gifting to prove that it actually works. That took us about 3 years to kind of figure out. We built a lot of warehouses to make sure, we could store things and send things. But then we quickly became a data company. So we were doing all these sends to CMOs, to sales folks, to trying to get meetings. And we found that all that data as to what folks responded to was basically what folks really, really wanted. And we just started using this data probably like a month ago with the launch of a new program, which I'll show you here quickly. Also around like 2020, we launched our agency program to work more with agencies who can help us essentially grow within more enterprise and mid-level accounts. We acquired one of our competitors 2 weeks ago, a company called Alice. These guys were really, really good at AI. Like they nailed it. Like their platform was great in like suggesting gifts, but what they lacked was all the data. So we essentially took all our data and plugged it into their system. And I'll show you what we just rolled out. And we also launched a new agency program, which I can kind of walk through as well and how that functions and works. Cool. We do a lot of sending. We do about 3 million or so sends in a month. We call a send like an e-gift, a thing from our warehouse, like a t-shirt, cookies, flowers, etc. And we also plug into Amazon, so we can customize things from Amazon. So we consider those sends. We do a ton of it on a monthly basis, not Amazon style, but I feel like we're trying to lot stuff out. So we use all this data and we make it easier for you to suggest cool gifts for your clients. It's like what might get a response to get a meeting, what might get a response to build a relationship. And we'll show you kind of how we do it here in a sec. Our 5 biggest use cases, account-based marketing being our biggest. We sell a lot to these teams, folks who want to be personalized, folks who they know exactly who they need to sell to. They just aren't really sure how to get their attention. That's probably our biggest use case. Demand gen, of course, like just driving leads, driving demos. Field marketing is one that disappeared in 2020 because of COVID, think like big events. But now it's really back in full form. We do a lot of booth sends. We do a lot of like conference type swag sends. And we track all of it. Once you're done with the show, you ship it back to us. Sales is a big use case. Sales development, CX, HR. We never built the tool to be an HR use case, but we found quickly as folks were being hired, they needed to figure out what to send to like a new employee. So, and we had other stuff at a warehouse. So that became an easy kind of add-on for us. So these are primarily the 6 use cases that we sell the most kind of across the board. I'll show you how it works. So hopefully you can still see my screen. So this is what we rolled out a month ago. This is called Smart Send, and this is kind of leveraging our data. So if you're like, hey, like I want to send, something to, that has to do with like a rainy place like Seattle, we can suggest gifts that have to do with rain, or like you type in Braden. Here we can like pull things like what I might respond to, what I've posted about on LinkedIn, or you can do things about travel. We also like how this works is we're leveraging sends that folks have received in the past and responded to. We're also using all of the data from we have about 3,000-4,000 customers who are doing sends every day. So we'll use that to basically pull and suggest gifts that are, good to send. Like this is travel. You click that, you send it out. So what's nice is you can also type in emails here and we can see like what folks have posted on LinkedIn, what they posted on, any sort of social element to be like, hey, like these are sends that someone might respond to. We call this Smart Send. This is the big rollout we just did from using Alice's AI and using our data. So we're excited about it. It's been a cool thing to leverage and to pull out. The send tab here is another quick one to show you guys. This is essentially everything that we send out. This is my live system. This is what I use every single day. You can see hats. I think I've sent Alex a couple of hats, but there's a bunch of different sends here that are, of course, options. Just wanted to show you how that works. And then campaigns are where we plug everything in and make sure like, hey, like what's being sent. And then we track all of it with analytics. That tab looks weird. It's always fun. So here we track everything from what's being sent, what's been canceled. All this data we push into HubSpot, we push into Salesforce to prove like, direct mail is a really, really good channel that everyone should be using. Cool. That was quick. I know I'm flying through this because I just want to give you guys as much info as I can.
It's a killer. And I think the biggest thing here is Sendoso was price prohibitive. We tried to get a bunch of agencies to start working on it. I think a year and a half or so ago. Maybe 2 years ago, and it was very price prohibitive. But now you guys are wide open, and there's so much opportunity for agencies to get in there on the creative side, on the ABM side, on the automation side. It's killer.
It's a perfect setup. So how it works, our agency program, so we give everyone a free Sendoso account that you guys can use whenever you want. I'll show you how to get set up kind of at the end of this presentation. Of course, directory support, all that fun stuff. We also share account balance margin. So how that works is if you get someone to sign up on our platform and they're doing sends, let's say they're sending out e-gift codes or physical shirts, etc., we make a margin there and we split that margin with the agency. So if the agency that brought us forever. So it's kind of a cool way to make some revenue that you might not think about as like, hey, like I have someone spending, an average sender for us might spend $10,000, every quarter. And our kickbacks it's nothing massive, but figure like 5%, 10% sometimes that we split with you. So it's a cool way to have some additional margin or some additional revenue other than just like the kickback of like a SaaS fee. So there's some cool stuff we've been rolling out to make it worthwhile for you folks to actually, talk to your customers. We talking of like price per hit of how it works. There's a bunch of plans. Our new one is Express. Now this is a free PLG model. How to get started. You can sign in, you get 5 users. It says $39 a month for more. I'll give as many users as you want on an express plan. You can send e-gifts here, and you can send things like bagels, coffee, flowers for the first 2 weeks. After those 2 weeks, it goes away and it asks for you to upgrade to like an Express Plus plan. It's kind of our gate. If you have someone that you're testing out like gifting with and like you need longer than 2 weeks, not a problem. Let me know. Express Plus, this is kind of like the first step up. Like you're seeing success in sending out e-gifts and sending out bagels and coffee. We call those sends marketplace sends. If you're having success there, like we might add, you might jump to a $3,000 a year plan because you want to have a certain integration. You want to have HubSpot. You want to have Salesforce. And then from there, once you've proven success with like bagels, coffee, and e-gifts, you want to do physical things, meaning like something with your logo on it. You start jumping into actual plans. So think like $18,000 a year. You want to use one warehouse. You're just sending in the US. To like more advanced plans, like Plus would be like, hey, I do a bunch of like events, a bunch of sends. Pro, I put custom. Typical model here is like 50,000 to like 80,000 a year for like sends. For like, hey, like I'm doing a bunch of sends across my org in the US. I need to have a bunch of like tracking stuff available to me. We have a whole university, so this is a way for everyone to be enabled from our agencies who are using it to our users. I'll give you guys all access to this. I'll send you a link after. It's a cool way to come and take a look at some content we can pull. Next steps, I will send you a link. I think Max maybe already did this for like a free account for you guys all to get set up right away. Once you set up or like log in there, I'll send you a note, be like, hey, like, can I walk you through anything? Then co-marketing stuff, we can walk through like ways that we've seen this sold properly in the past. And then, let's grow it. Like if you have folks who are interested in direct mail, interested in using gifting, or maybe they're switching from another provider, awesome. Happy to jump on any call and, make it work. I like how I say step 1, step 2, and step 4. So step 4 should be ... profit. So I guess I missed step 3 there. So, all right.
There is no step 3. Forget about
There is no step 3. Just right to step 4.
That you mentioned, I tried to grab it off the presentation. I couldn't. If while we're getting Edo set up here, if you want to maybe post some links in chat for whatever they need to get started, resource links, calendar links, anything there, that would help me out.
Post that right now. So like just use that link to get set up. Like when it gives a reason as to why, like just put me, I'm going to watch it anyways. Like that code is UTM to me, so I can watch it anyways. But that's a cool way to get set up. And then what I'll do is once you get in there, I'll upgrade your accounts too, so your direct sends won't go away in a couple weeks. But that was it for me. Like, please reach out to me. Like I would love to walk through more stuff. Like this is 8 years or so of sending and doing direct mail, so I have a lot of knowledge to share. If you're like, hey, we're thinking about a campaign, like being the creative side in campaigns is still my favorite part.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. She's a fan. Yeah, we love it. So the world of gifting is going through a lot of changes and automated sending and stuff. Sendoso, you guys are holding strong, and you guys seem to be the one to put your chips on if you got chips. So check out that link, see if there's some opportunities there for your services, and then obviously get in touch if that is something you want to do. Braden Young, Sendoso, thank you, man.
Thanks, everybody.
Edo, Rightbound, if you want to test out your screen share.
Sure, let me do that.
So now we're going to get into a little bit of and I'll try to figure out, hide from stage, Braden, so you don't have to stay up there.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into the direct outreach and some of the sales stuff, RevOps, sales, lead gen, all that fun stuff. Edo, go ahead and test your screen and then do your introduction to yourself.
Can you see my screen now?
No, I cannot.
Oh, you cannot. Okay, because I'm sharing. Let me try it again.
Yeah, this AirMe platform, it can get a little hectic. There's so much going on. I love it. It's powerful, but if you're new to it, it can be a little bit cumbersome. And then we got Dan Sandler over at Typeform, who was scheduled to go first, but also had a couple tech issues with the platform. So we try to avoid these, but this is live presentations. That's what happened.
I'm sharing my entire screen, but it's not.
I think it could be. Let's try. Are you available to play video? Dan, try yours real quick just to see what happens. Let's just see what happens if I do it. So that's yours, Dan. Oh, you're on mute, Dan. Dan,
Yeah, mine works.
Okay, if you want to go into it, Ido, if you want to hold tight for just a minute, and maybe we can do Typeform real quick while you troubleshoot yours.
No, I'd love to give it a try for a second. If you can stop
give it a
sharing.
try one more time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll troubleshoot in the meantime. 1 second.
Yeah, I can chat with you in the sidebar here. Dan, go ahead and present yours. So Typeform, lots going on in Typeform. Big stuff with HubSpot, of course. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the partnership with HubSpot and HubSpot agencies, tripling down on the HubSpot ecosystem. And I've been helping kind of figure that out with you, but lots to go into. So let's go into it, Dan. Go ahead and introduce yourself, and then let's start.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for the time. I think love the Sendoso session and the session before that with Paul and Rob. I talk with them often. So wanted to go through the Typeform Agency Partner Tracks program. So thanks all for having me in attendance today. So you can see my screen. Everyone can see the full presentation.
We see the AirMeet window. We're having trouble with screen shares today, guys. There we go. So we got Typeform Agency Partner Tracks. We're ready to go. Let's dig into it.
We're not in technology. We have no clue how to use it. So that's that. Awesome. Well, thanks for the time. So Typeform, we've reimagined our partner program, focusing specifically with HubSpot and HubSpot agencies. And so a big part of the program and the reimagination of the program is a two-way bi-directional partnership with agencies. And the focus is the HubSpot solution program or solution offering that they have. And so we work a lot with, organizations like Avidly, SmartBug, and others, and looking to expand the program with other HubSpot solution partners. But the best thing that we're trying to do, and we're doing a little bit different than what we did in the past. And, it's just you're having a partner in us. It's not a one-way partnership that we're going to offer our solution partners that we're bringing into the fold here. What we're working really hard to do is to develop a set of services and service offerings that enhance your bottom line. So that's the big thing in this new program is it's all about how can we generate billable hours utilizing Typeform into HubSpot and having Typeform be that data capture tool for your customers that increases your billable hours and has that data flowing into HubSpot. So I'm not going to go through all of these, but the big things, obviously it's a typical partner program, some of the things that you get as part of it. But the big thing that we're offering is anywhere from a 20% discount to 100% discount on Typeform products, depending on how you're looking to work with us and how deep you want to go from a co-marketing, co-selling standpoint. Your customers, they get better, response rates at the end of the day. Everyone's seen Typeform, Typeform, and one question at a time, kind of the first form solution that does that. And so, it's a different form set than what HubSpot Forms offers. And if you need some more power, more data, then Typeform's the choice for your customers. So wanted to show just kind of a brief example of how one of our partners, SmartBug, is utilizing Typeform. So a big part of the program is how can we work with you to create a service offering that enables you as the agency to offer it on your side, but as well resell those experiences that you're doing to show that uplift, but show it in real time. And so we're working really closely with SmartBug. And I think you saw recently there's been some chatter on LinkedIn that, SmartBug and HubSpot and some use cases for Typeform. But hopefully I can share and just show you real time what SmartBug is doing and some unique use cases that they're using using Typeform for on their own side. And then the idea is that we take these use cases to our mutual customers and bring it there. So can you see the SmartBug site now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully. There we go. So now we're on the SmartBug site. So they're using Typeform kind of throughout their site, from the contact us page all the way to special assessments that they're creating for their customers to help guide, let's just say the Shopify experience or Shopify store audit, and really using Typeform throughout the site in a really unique way to give that inclusive feel or that branded feel of Typeform as part of your brand, as part of who you are at your core, so you can push that opportunity to your customers. So you see how Typeform is truly ingrained and embedded into their product, all the way from them doing a self-guided store through the homepage and to the to the contact us page. They've really embedded Typeform and the Typeform experience throughout their entire site. And so what we're working with these partners is how can we help you to embed Typeform? Stop sharing there. How can you embed Typeform through your entire experience and through the entire life cycle for your customers? And so as we go back to the presentation here, we just look at like the biggest companies in the world. They're starting to do this. They're starting to embed Typeform throughout the entire life cycle of their customer journey, throughout the entire experience of their customer. And so the main use cases that we have here that you look at, customer acquisition, right? Like these are all the very basic experiences that you've seen and know Typeform for. The customer acquisition play, create clients funnels for them. Discovery, the service that you're offering here is research, product feedback, loop creation and management, onboarding, employee onboarding, customer onboarding, creating custom employee onboarding and use cases to really capture your employees coming on board. We have a lot of use cases with customer support, ticket systems for your CS and support teams to align with their customers, and then HR use cases. Excuse me. So the stuff that we're building with these partners, and you can talk about like the time to learn side, like this is to learn Typeform is not going to take you more than 3 hours total to do all of these things for your customers. But what we've created for our partners, and we want to be known as a partner first organization, taking what Typeform has, data capture, data collection, sending that data to your HubSpot instance to be actionable, and then do that all again. So Typeform consultation is one of the things where you would be able to increase your billable hours anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. And I think we'll make sure to get this deck sent out to everybody. So I'm not going to read through everything that we offer in here. But, when you look at admin setup, increase billable hours 1 to 2 hours. Build and design Typeforms, everything that we do from streamlining questionnaire creation, tailored branding to the brand guidelines, anywhere from increasing of 1 to 4 hours of billable hours, all the way from technical setup, building data flows, utilizing Typeform, and then reviewing and optimizing those Typeform for your customers to really drive the best engagement and the best response rate that you can obtain with a Typeform. Some of the other really unique things that we're starting to do with our partner program, and so I manage both our technical partner side as well as our solution partner side, and so I'm looking for technical partners that can create and provide value to you all as an organization. And some of the big things that we're trying to do is just find technical partners that can create unique use cases. So you see, if you're a media buying planning agency and you're looking to do programmatic media buying, we've got State Farm here. So let me just reshare another screen that will showcase some really unique and interesting use cases that we have. Forgive me.
All good. I was just commenting on that there about your slides. I love the what is the use case and then what's the service that the agency sells below the use case. That's awesome.
Yeah, so you can see the ESPN site. So the great thing about this is when you look at this unique use case for media buying and planning through programmatic media buying, you can embed a Typeform from within that link. So when you're buying your advertisement, have the experience become a Typeform and really create that personal connection with your customers. So if you're State Farm, you want to get a quote, you can drive them through an entire process of what they're trying to do and where they're looking for needs. And you're capturing appropriate data at the point in time when it's top of mind. You're not sending them to another website. You're not sending them to fill out something else. You're capturing that data real time. And so interesting, unique use cases is really what we're going for and how we're trying to develop this, develop our partnership and develop this program to really train it and can be a bidirectional experience for both of us. So that's what I had for you all. If you're not a partner yet, we'll send out some information after and we'll get this deck to you all so you have it. And that's where we'll go from here. Alex?
Yeah, let's spend a few minutes just doing some FAQs here because Braden went so fast. We're actually way ahead of schedule. So Ido, hang tight for 3 minutes. So my question to you, Dan, is if I'm a marketing agency that uses Typeform, does that make me part of the agency program automatically, or do I have to go and?
It gets you one step closer. We prefer to have you apply because we're trying to set up a lot of opportunity through both Crossbeam and Reveal, because we're really trying to entrench a mutual respect for one another and create these co-marketing, co-selling strategies and tactics. So we want you to, even if you're using Typeform currently, we would like you to apply. Make sure that we are connected through Partner Hub. That's another choice, because we're using Partner Hub as our PRM to develop deeper relationships, send out offers, utilizing the Partner Hub resources. But we do ask you to reapply. It's a real simple Typeform to fill out. We'll connect on some of the account mapping tools and on Partner Hub to get you listed on our brand new agency directory.
Yeah, and you have a scenario which I recommend to all partner teams. I think there are some partner managers in chat, but if you have a type of solution that can be first used by the agencies, set up a system that Typeform has set up for a specific type of agency if you are fit for the program. Yeah. If the agency does what SmartBug did and replaces their contact form on their website, you give them a free business tier?
Yeah. So we're looking to, depending what the customer overlap is and where the opportunity is, we are working with several agencies and giving free business plans. Because again, the idea behind that is we want to create that service offering with you. And so we want you to use Typeform in the way for your own use that you're going to use for your customer uses. And so we're working with these partners to really build out that experience, kind of ingraining it into the brand. And making really brand-centric opportunity using Typeform.
Yep. So the first step is to find out if there are any shared customers or any opportunities there, and dig into that data, and then see if you can go ahead and replace one of your contact forms with a Typeform so you can see it, experience it, create a funnel for your agency. Yep. I think Six and Flow, who we just had, is really good at this. Six and Flow actually gets a lot of business because people will come to the website, they'll enter their funnel, and they'll want the Six and Flow team to build out that exact same experience for their customers on their website. So same thing with SmartBug. They're kind of doing that. They're saying, hey, this is an experience that we prefer for our own business. Would you like us to do it for yours? And that's a good way to start.
Yeah, and then ideally all that data that we're capturing and collecting through the Typeform, we're filtering it all into HubSpot.
Awesome. Referral credits. Do you want to talk about that real quick while Ido's getting situated? Anything with referral credits or any commitment to the program? What is?
Yeah, your customers, we don't do referral credits. We're offering discounts on the plans for your customers. So again, you guys get anywhere from 20% to 100%, depending on how deep we're going to go on the partnership standpoint. And then what we're offering is every customer that you guys refer into Typeform, they also will get a 20% discount for the life of their agreement. And so we're creating some additional technical components for our agency partners to manage their customers better within Typeform. Right now, it's just agency access feature, but we are looking to expand that to make it easier for you to manage your customers, work better with their Typeforms, and embed them better into the experience that you're trying to build for them.
Got it. Awesome. Well, Dan, thanks for coming, man. Yep. We will have, by the way, Dan's deck as well as Sendoso's deck as well as Rightbound's deck in the subsequent course. So if you have team members that aren't able to dive deeper into each one of these, this is the teaser, 20 minutes, 3 in a row, bam, bam, bam. We'll have a course coming out that will be published to our community. I'll send everybody links to that. And there will be more resources, deeper dive into the product, obviously contact links and application links and all that stuff below each one of the courses. So look out for that. Dan,
thanks all.
Typeform, thank you so much, man.
Cheers.
Awesome.
All right.
Rightbound.
So can you see it now?
Oh, yeah. So we had it. Now it says click to exit full screen, but it was just up just a second ago.
Okay. Now can you see it now? All right.
Yeah, perfect.
When I enter slideshow, you stop seeing it?
So
I
do
guess-
this. Go view.
Yeah, I'll just share my entire screen so that everyone sees it. 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, I
do
always
that.
suggest there's a view full screen under the view menu, which just gets rid of the menu.
All
It
right.
doesn't.
Now you can kind of see it, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And can you still see it?
Yep. Perfect.
Perfect.
Live. Good. Right
All
bound.
right. All right. So thanks everyone. Last but not least, Rightbound is about autonomous prospecting. So this is the prospecting track. What I want to show you today is basically how agencies can use Rightbound to generate additional revenues. We have this autonomous prospecting engine. We eliminate all of the manual technical work that has to do with the quality of data, the quantity also, and we are focusing on allowing sellers to sell, to develop relationships, and not do all of that stuff. So we eliminate all of the technicalities. We have an AI learning engine so that if an agency uses CRM or a sales engagement platform, we can tap into it and see for each account where are they standing with the account, and then suggest next steps. Through prospecting, and we improve the quality of the leads that our sellers are getting. So let's get ahead with it. So first of all, what's autonomous B2B prospecting, and really how does it work? So we are about building, first of all, lists for demand gen. And we do that using aggregated data from the best-in-class B2B contact providers. So the Zoom Infos, the Sales Navigators. If you use Rightbound, you don't necessarily need to use them because we aggregate them and we work on top of them. So we're a software layer on top of those contact providers. And so what you can use this platform for is you can add an offering to your services to sell prospect lists to your customers. But with Rightbound, it basically will take you a fraction of the time to generate, and obviously a fraction of the cost. So it's especially for who's attending today, and I'll show you the promotion in the end. This is extremely not cost prohibitive for our partners. So we made sure that this is economically viable for yourselves. We offer autonomous sourcing that applies the learning from your client CRM. And so one of the key things to understand is this is not changing anyone's work routine. This is a back-end system that basically, improves the quality, improves the throughput of sales teams. So it's not like you have ramp-up time. You just apply it. There's an admin who configures it. I'll show you in a few seconds how they do it so that you see the capabilities. And then, boom, your quality of work and your throughput is just going through the roof. And of course, we have the integrations with CRMs and sales engagement platforms. If we look at the value that customers are talking about, so the first thing you hear customers talk about is contact accuracy, right? Anyone who's done it before knows that a lot of the agencies have people handling data errors, cleanup of accounts, people move roles, phone changes, email changes, etc. We see what our customers are saying. The team gets the right accounts with up-to-date prospects, so focus on the up-to-date, verified emails, mobile phone numbers, higher connect rates, etc. The second part of the value comes from the fact that we're saving sellers time. We allow them to build relationships, focus on the customers, and look at enriched data that gives them a broader view of the account. So it's not only time saving, it's also allowing them to know much more about the account, because Rightbound, as said before, aggregates the information from multiple sources. So if we look at how this, it's what's possible, and again, this would be your admin view. So the first thing would be that you want to look at various types of accounts. You define the world that you live in. Do I want to include this particular industry? Do I want to exclude any specific industries? Annual revenue as a filter. Do I want to look at the CRM at the deal stage and define that as the world where I'm looking for new leads or new contacts? And then I can define personas. So within those companies, what roles am I going for? So in IT, in sales, I can go into each of these and define which functions do I want to include, which functions to exclude, what's the seniority that I want to go after, locations, how long have they been in their position, I want to define all of that. If I'm not connected to CRM and I just want to upload an account list for my customers, I can go ahead and do that. So I just map, a lot of agencies just get Excel files. I map them into the tool, and then I choose I run the system on that. And when I hit the next stage, I'm going to choose the personas that we've defined. So for this account list, I'm going to only look for IT managers or salespeople. I hit next, and then I can go ahead and define what's the frequency that I want to get it through. So let's say I want 5 prospects per account per day, and I want to include only contacts with verified emails, meaning that the system is testing for bounce emails. I want to include only mobiles, etc. I let this run, and this is running in the backend. So again, this is not changing anyone's work routine, and that's one of the key benefits. All the lists could be downloaded right from here, so we could look at those. So that's generating lists. That's how easy it is. It's a very comprehensive system. Second thing I want to talk about is the learning. So I could integrate with the sales engagement platform and look at the various statuses per account. So if I'm looking at a particular account, I can look at, connect attempts, conversations. And then for each account, I see where we've had, where we stand right now as far as sales engagement goes, and whether Rightbound has anything to offer in terms of new contacts. So given all the criteria that we've given the system, what does Rightbound have to offer that's new on my account? Maybe accounts where we had conversations, but we're not able to schedule meetings, et cetera, et cetera. This is being reviewed automatically. So think about the amount of automation that's happening here behind the scenes. When I do all that, I can distribute that to my sales team. So each of the sellers get the new contacts, and we see the distribution of effort between them. So I can control that as an admin. So I've got full scalability from a team's perspective. And if I'm connected to HubSpot, I've got all the contacts and all the accounts, of course, consolidated and updated in HubSpot. All the contacts updated there as well. The nice thing about connecting with the CRM or the sales engagement platform where I can activate sequences is that we have this tool that really gives you an overview of your CRM analysis, right? So nobody's stepping aside and looking at this. Rightbound is delivering this overview that tells you you've got 200 contacts in the closed lost accounts that are new. You have champions that have helped you sell in the past who moved to new companies. That's another potential. 200 new contacts from active accounts, contacts with new mobile phone numbers. Okay, so this is a growing dashboard that you can basically activate as an analysis. You can look at your closed lost deals, for example, making sure that we're only dealing with verified contacts. We find their emails, etc. And so you have the full end-to-end capability to do automated analysis of the accounts. So I hope this kind of gives you a sense of what the platform does. Moving on, how to relate to customers, because in the end we want you to basically charge for this when you speak to your customers. So the keywords to listen to when you're presenting it is customers complaining about poor contact data, customers who have data quality teams, people who handle data in agencies, the efficiency of the prospecting, how much time, what percent of time do SDRs spend cleaning up data. That should not be the case when you have Rightbound, right? The other services that you may want to sell to them is market research, the CRM analysis that you've just seen, of course, list building, and for cold calling, and the product's relevant product ecosystem for this. I think you've already gathered by now that it's the CRMs, it's the sales engagement platforms, it's the dialers, etc. So really, the service that you want to sell is the TAM, the addressable market research, the audience creation, the list creation. and you can just charge for this, and you will basically do it effortlessly with Rightbound in the background. If we're talking about savings and not generating new revenue, I wanted to show you this to quickly give you a view into ROI that we've seen from various customers. So you have cost saving basically when you are replacing the underlying data sources, the contact providers. You have time saving for the various roles in the organization that you can quantify, and you have better results. So you increase your account coverage, and this is something that we tracked across customers. These are our results. The connect rates go up, the phone coverage go up, the contact freshness is very, very good. So altogether, you have a team that can do much more at a better quality, and that's exactly what we want software to do for us. So I spoke about this promotion, and typically what you see on the left are the components of pricing for Rightbound. So there's a platform cost, there's a seat cost, and then there are actual credits to quantify how many contacts you want to have the system generate for you per month, per year, etc. You can buy a bucket of contacts. What we're doing today for our partners, and this is our promotion here, and I'll let everyone on this call register in a few seconds, register the promotion, that is. We're eliminating completely the platform cost. So basically, you're getting the software for free. We're giving you 5 free seats. We doubt that any of you would need more than that, but please let us know otherwise. And we're really keeping it down to the contact credits. So how many contacts you need, this is how much you're going to pay. So this is a major promotion. It's not available in general. You won't see this on our website. So please, if you're interested, register for it in a second. What do we hear clients say? When they hear about it, they make the mistake thinking this is yet another data source and not an aggregator that has an analysis engine on top of it. So clearly, we have to position the fact that we are helping them close the gaps on top of existing data, remove outdated records, clean up, add phones that are missing. We position the automation, we position the time saving and the focus on selling rather than prospecting logistics. And how are we different? This is a backend tool. So we've got an instant transition. You can be up and running within, a day to a week, depends on you. And so the key thing to position here is you are applying AI in your prospecting. So you have a system that's learning how you're doing on each of the accounts. What have you tried so far? How did it work? And what do we suggest? Who do we suggest to contact next? Let's talk about partnering together with us. So the first stage really is exploration. We want to sit down with each of you and understand what are your business goals. How can we be mutually beneficial to each other? Probably, you've seen just the tip of the iceberg in this session about what the platform does in list building and in CRM analysis. But we want to find out what are your markets, how can we operate, and try to strategize. Second step is the training stage. We want to go and have some initial market conversations, hear the questions that customers come up with, basically allow you to figure out what's the right pitch, what's the positioning, what's the pricing like, how do you get support from us, etc. So this is kind of testing how we work together. Then we jointly go to market, and we are doing a lot of virtual events to position our partners. This is working great. It's really bringing them clients, and your success is our success. So we want you to have as many clients as possible, because that would mean a greater use of our platform. And eventually, the expert status, where we co-sell and grow together, so we can manage pipeline opportunities together through a monthly or a bi-weekly cadence, whatever is needed, whatever you think is right. And of course, as partners, you have direct access to our product team, to our customer success team, so that we can move feedback from you directly to our R&D. How do we support you? Of course, we'll help you adopt the product. We'll teach you how to sell it. We have the customer success team. Like I said, we're going to promote you on virtual events. We have the most efficient one is virtual lunches in midday, where we meet and we present our partners to customers. So that's something that we love to do, alongside, of course, increasing your digital footprint with backlinks from the blog or social, etc. So I promise you the promotion. This is the QR code. So if all of you can just take out your phones and take a picture of this and just register this promotion, because this is not going to be found anywhere else. This is something we're giving only to this audience. Again, no platform cost. You've got 5 free seats, and you're only going to buy credits to use for actual contacts. So really is as close as possible to a pay-as-you-go, if you will, which doesn't exist in this industry. So please take advantage of this, register your details, and with that, you're locking your promotion that I've just presented with us. Of course, we can then, like I presented before, go through the 4 steps and create a co-sell engine together. All right, so that's all.
I love it. I'm going to actually take you up on that if I can.
Sure.
I know we're in between tools right now, and we've got a big promotion coming up that we'll probably need some outreach support for. So yeah, I'm going to be a user. This is killer. Great offer. So that offer, just to clarify, stipulations around the offer for the free 5 seats. Stipulations one more time, if you could just review that, and then paste if you can.
You've got 5 free seats included. Okay. 5
free seats included, and then you said it's really based on the data limit. So if I need like 10,000 contacts, I probably would have to jump onto a paid plan. But some are included in that. So full prospecting, data plus the sequences, persona development. And in the agency account, I don't know if I just missed this. Is there, if I have multiple clients that I'm managing inside of Rightbound, is it a toggle through different account system?
Yep.
Associated?
You can have as many customers as you want. We want you to have endless customers.
Of course. Yes. And so if my client signs up, they add my email to their account. I can toggle through and manage their account.
Correct.
In that way. That's perfect. Okay, killer. If you can do me that favor, Ido, and paste a link, and I'm going to try to get it off my phone and into the chat here, but that would help people in case
a link to the promotion. I will do right away.
Yeah, a link to sign up. I'll put it in Slack here, and then I'll move it from Slack into the event as well, just because.
I'll put it in the chat real quick.
Your phone nearby. And I think this is a killer offer. We've got offers from other products as well. All these products are category exclusive as well, so there's not any cannibalization on these. We've got free 11 site. We've got free Typeform. We've got free Rightbound. I think we have an offer from Reveal. Shout out to sponsor Reveal. And we'll get all those offers summarized in an email, so you don't have to try to remember all this. And we'll post or send out that email here later today, and then link to everything that you need to do. So Ido and Rightbound, anything that you want to mention before we get off? Is there anything coming, anything changing on the product side, anything that you want to plug or maybe allude to? Anything?
Just to say that we're continuously updating the product with the best of AI. So if you want to stay up to date with that kind of revolution, ride that wave, Rightbound is a tool for you.
Yeah, that's, I think, the big thing is just where does AI fit into your outreach strategy? What tools are best equipped to enable that in the right way? And we've been suggested Rightbound from a number of agencies and people on our network. So this is a perfect opportunity to get you guys in front of our HubSpotters. And Ido, thank you so much. I put your LinkedIn link in the chat, so you may get some connection requests, but
sure.
The best way to start is to click through that landing page.
Perfect.
All right, Ido. Everybody, we're going to jump into the go-to-market discussion here in about 5 minutes. I'll start that a little bit early if anyone wants to come hang out and just chat partnerships. That is with Kelly Sarabin from HubSpot and Barrett King, who's now at New Breed, heading up revenue over there. He was former HubSpot. So that's going to be a killer session. We're going to learn how to take Rightbound, Typeform, Reveal, all these partnerships in Doso and figure out how to actually put together a ROI positive or a successful go-to market together. That's a difficult thing that very few have been able to execute successfully with a partner. We're going to learn how to do that. So Ido, thank you so much. We'll let you get going. I know it's a little bit later there right now. So thanks for staying on.
Thank
buddy.
you. Thanks a lot.
Take care, everyone. I'll see you in that last session, everybody.